Are you tired of winning? Well, apparently the Brits are, but that's okay. Trump said this might happen. So much winning, people are going to get tired. Well, according to a new study, more than half of schools in the United Kingdom are replacing, get this, competitive sports with non-competitive activities. So children don't have to experience the pain of losing. But is losing really that bad? Joining me now, Cabot Phillips, Media Director for CampusReform.org, Carly Shimkus from Fox News Headlines 24/7, and Mike Guns of The Guns Show. Thank you all for joining us this morning. Normally, we look for experts in fields on topics. In this segment, we said we just want three really interesting people.
Or experts on failure. That's what you made us feel like.
Let's be honest. We were picked because we're highly skilled in the art of losing.
My
Unfortunately.
most traumatizing moments you're bringing up right now. Great.
Please embarrass yourself on national TV.
Right, yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
What we thought is you look at this thing, if you're getting rid of competitive sports and replacing with activities because you don't want kids to lose, you're stripping away what you learn when you lose. So we want to get, first of all, respond to this, Cabot, if you would, and then maybe you have a story to share about some losing.
And I think it's important to remind ourselves, look, if everyone is a winner, no one is a winner. And so in order to have winners, you have to, some people are going to lose, and it's learning from that. My own experience, I'm glad you asked me to relive dark days in my life. 6th grade. I've got the Zac Efron High School Musical hair, the Hollister shirt, the cargo pants.
Oh, there it is. There you are.
Yeah, there I am. And I'm going.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's not Zac Efron.
No, okay.
I love you, but let's be honest.
That's a fat Jonah Hill right there.
I was pleasantly plump, okay?
Okay.
And
carry on. All
my friends are saying, Cabot, I had this girl I had a crush on. They said, Cabot, when are you going to kiss her, man? You're in 6th grade. It's time to man up. So there was this carnival, and I told my friends, all right, guys, tonight's the night. Okay, so there's this carnival, and I go up to her and I say, hey, see that obstacle course over there? If I beat you with the obstacle course, I get to kiss you. She said, okay, great. I told my friends, guys, I'm going to whoop her at the obstacle course. Everyone gathered around. All my friends wait at the end of it. She beat me 3 times in a row at this obstacle course. I lost every time, and the lesson I learned from that losing, you have to get romantic. Or I also learned that the thought of kissing me was so scary for her that she was like light speed going through this obstacle course.
Best ever.
I think the real moral of that story is you can never underestimate the power of a lady.
That's true. Power.
And you know what? Listen, kids need to be comfortable with the fact that they're going to lose, that life isn't always going to go their way. My first taste of defeat was in 5th grade. I ran for class president. I lost.
I would have voted for you.
To my chief, unfortunately, my chief political rival at the time, Timmy Flynn. He won.
What did he run on?
He ran on the fact that he was pretty suave, pretty popular, offered more maybe like treats at lunchtime.
Right. General popularity.
Yeah, general popularity. I was less so. So I became his vice president. There's no real glory in that, but this is actually a story of success because I campaigned a little bit harder next year, and you were looking at Long Valley Middle School's 6th grade class president.
You may not have been president without that failure.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the lesson here. You have to learn from your defeats to succeed in life later on.
For the record, I learned from my defeat. I got a kiss about 6 months later.
Did you?
From
very good.
A different young lady. But
you were talking about your brother's first kiss ended with a fight.
I'm sorry, Barrett. My older brother, actually, his first kiss, he actually got nervous up there on a dock. A boat came by. He bit her tongue. She started bleeding. They had a hard time explaining that one to her parents, but it could have been worse.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think
stitches are involved.
You know, we always hear about that term snowflakes, but I think like the parents and like the school officials that want this to happen, they're like the real snowflakes because they might be protecting their kids from failure at the time, but you're only going to set them up for failure later on in life. You know what I mean? Yeah. And as far as a personal experience, it was freshman year. We had basketball tryouts the day after Thanksgiving. So, like, you talk about the worst day ever to be doing 200 sprints. It's the day after eating the best food ever, you know? And I ended up getting sick, threw up all over the court in front of everybody, got made fun of, obviously didn't make the team, but it all worked out because the captain was obsessed with a girl who I ended up dating. So, winning, yes.
And you know what, Pete?
Karma!
Pete, I know that you played basketball at Princeton, right?
I did, yeah.
How many points a game?
How successful were you in that arena?
Go online and check it. My total minutes played in 4 years is like 16.
Oh.
I sat on the bench for 4 years. Listen, but nothing prepared me better for being in the military. And a lot of things. I mean, the coaches yelled at me. You know what I used to say, Coach, why don't I play more? He said, why don't you get better?
And, that's a good lesson. And the fact that you stayed on the team all 4 years without knowing that you were going to play speaks a little bit about your character.
I mean, sports does discipline, teamwork, self-esteem. It's the whole entire thing. Why would you want that, especially from a young age, to get rid of that? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
I agree with you 100%. I've also lost to the biggest loser. I ran for office in 2012 and for a Republican endorsement. Not only did I not get endorsed, I came in 3rd in the endorsement, but the guy who beat me went on to be the single greatest defeat in Minnesota statewide history. So I lost to the biggest loser, which makes me the loser.
Which means that you're the winner of all the losers. in a way. That's a little meta. I don't know if we should go there.
Kiss eventually.
But our stories make you feel like the king right now, though. So, you know,
you're
when you compare us to,
the king of the
you guys are three very interesting people.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Appreciate it.
Maybe we should try some competitive sports. Those usually work out pretty well.